little graphic here. And it said, life's 3 best teachers, if you guys can see this, right? Heartbreaks, empty pockets, and failures. All right? Would you guys agree? Heartbreaks, empty pockets, and failures. Right? Now they kind of stink and they kind of suck at the time, obviously. But all three are valuable. Right? Heartbreaks can be tough, but they can be valuable. They allow you to grow and either learn no matter what, whether it's on you or whether it's on the other person, and you choose to make better decisions. They can help you grow. I think being broke is one of the best things that can possibly happen to you. I think being broke is one of the best things that can possibly happen to you. Right? Being broke, and maybe not even broke, but just being kind of in a situation where you need to struggle, it's gonna show you your true self, right? Because there are 2 types of people out there, right? There are your complainers, right? Your people that find excuses, and there's people that find solutions. And Gabby just wrote out, I think it brings out the animal. I think it's a lot. A lot could be said about yourself when you're backed into a corner. Do you curl up in a ball and just take it, or do you fight like your life's on the line every day? And I think people that go on to be very successful, and you'll read stories about people that have been very successful and kind of the failures they've been through. Right? I think you need that. I tell people all the time, whenever I'm having conversations with people, just whether it's trading, whether it's life or whatever I'm doing, and they're going through a struggling period, I say, this is just writing your book, right? I had a friend the other day. She's 24, just got diagnosed with cancer. Just had surgery. 24. 3 years ago, she lost her mom. She's the oldest daughter. She lost her mom, and she's basically running the house. And she was at the same time, she's in school trying to get a degree, social work degree, so she wants to help people. She is driving back and forth 2 hours to and from school, because she needs to get home and be the mom in her house to her little sister and her sister's little kid, while handling all the. I don't know if you guys have ever had people pass, but there's a lot of stuff that goes on. Okay, buddy. Have a good day at school, all right? Bye. Yeah, she's driving to and from school, taking care of all the stuff that has to do with family and transfer and all that stuff, right? She gets through all that. She ends her athletic career amazingly, right? She graduates with, I think, 2 degrees, right? And then she comes back like a week ago and is like, yeah, I was diagnosed with cancer. We're like, come on. 24, you're not supposed to have, she's going to be a test subject because you're not supposed to have it that young. And, I refuse to pity people. I think most people, oh no, get sad and cry. I'm like, look, so you're going to have an amazing story. So you're going to be a public speaker one day. All the stuff you went through, and that you never once made an excuse, you dealt with it and allowed it to make you hungrier. When you write your book, it's going to be crazy. When you're a public speaker and you're sharing your story, it's going to touch and pull at people's hearts. And every single legend, every single, think of superheroes, every single great person in a novel has kind of been like that, right? When Superman was first created, he was invincible. No one liked Superman. But once they inserted kind of a vulnerability, now people can relate and get on their side. So I think the hardships in life, man, they, like Gabby said, they make you into the animal. And if done the right way, those habits that you create and develop when you're kind of against the ropes, if those stay with you when you're successful, oh man, how dangerous do you become? I know you guys have probably heard this before, right? You do understand there's a certain amount of money you can make where it just doesn't really affect your happiness as much anymore. Have you guys heard that? right? Once kind of your basic needs are met, like your survival needs, like you don't have to worry about car payments and housing and food and all that stuff, right? The more money you make, the happiness kind of decreases. Not decreases, just doesn't increase at the same rate, right? If you're making $10,000 a year and you're pretty poor, and this is just, I don't know, just let's say in America, $10,000 a year, you're not going to be able to survive off that. You go from 10,000 to 50,000, that's a big difference. You're a lot more happier. You go from 50,000 to 100,000, you're a lot more happier. You go from 100,000 to 200,000 a year, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Now, it allows you to do more things, don't get me wrong, but as far as like your general happiness. So the question is, what keeps you motivated? If the money is no longer keeping you motivated as much, what's going to keep you motivated? Because what happens if you become successful and you settle? Do you stay successful? No, you go backwards. So what keeps you motivated is something else. It's that hunger, that inner drive, that determination, that same feeling that Latch had when he was dead broke, that chip on his shoulder, staying with him when he's successful, still feeling like he has something to prove to the world. Great example, Tom Brady, New England Patriots quarterback, right? Going to go down as the greatest quarterback of all time. He's like 40-something years old, still playing in the NFL. Still just as angry as he was when he came in, right? Makes a lot of money. Got the most Super Bowl victories. Married a supermodel wife. Like what more can you ask for? Handsome looking guy. What more do you want in life? And he's still angry. You know why? Because once upon a time, he was like, what was he, like a 6th-round pick, 5th-round pick? He was basically disrespected. And that nobody wanted him. Nobody wanted him. One of the last picks. Nobody wanted him. And he's been angry about that ever since. He's had something to prove, a chip on his shoulder ever since. And this is why he's still in the league, playing at a high level. Because instead of saying, I got everything in life, I'm cool. Like I don't need to do anything. I can retire right now and still be the greatest ever. He's still going after it. But I think you develop those habits, those habits, from stressful situations. Heartbreaks, stressful. How do you bounce back? Because you have to. Empty pockets, being broke, stressful. Failures, stressful. Just like in the gym, right? The best way to get strong in the gym, guys, is do a failure set. That means on your last set, you just go until you can't lift anymore. That is the best way to build strength. Your last set, you fail. And that means your muscles are giving everything they got until they can't possibly go anymore. And you feel sore, you feel defeated at the time. But as they recover, like muscles do and as people do, they come back stronger. And the next time you attempt it, you can do more. And that drive is what's going to help, what's going to keep you successful, man. Trading, life, no matter what it is, it's that drive. These are the best teachers. How do you respond? How do you respond? All right.